Boom, we're live. I don't feel I don't feel ready to start live on this. What's up, everybody? It's been a minute. Oh my god, it's been a minute since I've done anything live. And I don't know. I've just been on the go with a lot of stuff. I was in Toronto a couple days ago, and that really traveling sucks. I don't like traveling at all. I just want to stay where I am forever. I don't like flying, and even if it's cool places and really exciting stuff, traveling to get there makes it almost not worth it. And I think I'm just gonna never leave my house again, because I really don't like traveling. It's just stressful. It just gives me anxiety, man. I don't like that. But hey, what's up? Welcome to the podcast. This is episode 90. We're doing it just solo live today. I had to just take it back a bit today. I really had to just kind of step away from it, is a good way to put it. Actually, not really step away from it, but step away from the podcast and just do a solo today. Just kind of, I want to talk. I want to get down. I want to get down to it. I want to talk about all the important stuff. I'm gonna put this microphone right up close to me so it sounds nice, because I'm not gonna be super loud and outbursty with this, so I could probably manage to put the microphone really close to me. So yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast. This is episode 90. We're close to 100. And before I was starting this, I asked myself something that I don't do a lot, and this is why I was saying stepping back a bit, taking a step away from everything, not a step away like you're leaving it, but a step back and looking at things. And I asked myself, what is the point of this podcast? Straight up, why? I asked myself, why are you doing this, Patrick? Not in a negative way, not in a positive way, but just simply, why are you doing this podcast? This is, by far, this is not the most successful thing on your channel. It is not near the most successful thing on your channel. I asked myself, genuinely, just why do you do this? And it's interesting because a couple reasons came up. The first is differentness. It's different. It's something that's completely different from anything in my day. To sit down with someone and have an hour conversation, or sit down by myself and just go through the thoughts that I have in my head every day. It's good to get it out there. And the other thing is, it's genuine. And I really like that about the podcast. It's weird when you kind of when you start making YouTube videos, you kind of stop watching as many YouTube videos, and you definitely don't look at YouTube videos the same way. And for me, I remember when I was way more of a viewer than I was into making the videos. For me, it was always kind of a thing of, I loved podcasts because I liked playing video games, but sometimes when you're playing video games, you want something to listen to, you want something to entertain you. And it's really hard to just watch YouTube videos while you play video games. And so I'd listen to commentaries on random stuff. And then I found podcasts. And podcasts are the coolest thing ever, because it's an hour plus of just someone or multiple people sharing their thoughts. And it's the perfect thing to do while you're, excuse me, I'm this coffee mood, this coffee. Peace, love, and chocolate. But yeah, it's just so nice to be able to listen to someone else voice thoughts and interesting stuff while you're doing something like playing video games where you don't really need your ears, or work if you have a job that's maybe a little bit more on the physical side like I used to. That's the old kind of stuff that, I don't know, it's really nice to have just something to listen to. And that was the answer I came to, is that I really dude, I'm really on the voice cracks today, but I really, really do like having this as an outlet on the channel. And I really like the genuine aspect of the podcast, because I think the biggest thing I've noticed about YouTube that I don't like as my channel's gotten bigger is that people kind of stop looking at you as a person and more as a thing. In some sense, not everybody, but there are some people that look at you, especially, I think, if you're involved with a YouTube channel and you really follow that person, you kind of know more about them and you understand them. But it's really easy to look at someone on the internet as just this one-sided entity that really doesn't have really doesn't have a whole lot. And thank you, Skizzle for Axe for the sponsorship. I know you. I swear to God, you already sponsored, but maybe not. I don't know. But like I said, the thing is there is there we go. There is a side of YouTube that you kind of lose the whole three-dimensional person, and you just kind of see. It's really easy to look at someone on the internet and just be like, oh, they're just this person. And that's the thing that I don't like. I really don't like that. And it's something you just kind of have to handle. You know, when you just put yourself out there, eventually someone's just going to not really see as your person. And that's why I like the podcast, because it's a genuine way to talk to you guys, to just actually, meet. I mean, it's not like other thing about seeing other YouTubers is when they sit down and have an honest talk about something. I don't watch PewDiePie, but if PewDiePie makes a video where it's just him talking to the camera, I will 100% watch it, because I find he is an interesting person. I don't like his content, but it's not geared for me. Markiplier is another guy. I love like the genuine Markiplier, but I'm not overly interested in his content. I think he makes amazing content, but it's just not really for me. And that's the thing, is I don't know. I like that genuine thing. And that is why I like the podcast. It's just something good to do. It's such a weird thing, live chats, because the last like 10 minutes now, it's just been dab. And it's such a silly thing. I don't even understand why people still go on about the dab. It's like every YouTuber has dabbed before, and you've probably seen the YouTuber dab before. I think the thing is with the dab is it's something like you want to be acknowledged in the chat. You know what I mean? You're in the chat, you're there, and it's like, hey, like dab, do this. And if I do dab, then it's like, oh, he's catching up with the chat, and it's just like an interesting. But I really don't understand. I don't understand the popularity of the dab. I don't understand why it is so prevalent still after months of dabbing. I just don't understand. It's just, I don't know. I think it's just old. Yeah, so that's what I even said. The dab is old, man, and it's just one of those things. And someone asked, get to the Q&A. That's probably right. I probably should. I reached out to people on Twitter, and I got a couple questions I want to talk about. I don't really want to talk about gaming today. I don't feel like talking about gaming, so I'm not gonna, because that's the point of this podcast, I'm sure you could hear 1,000 people's opinions on Modern Warfare 4 being remastered, or Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. But I don't know. I'm excited, but it's just something I'm not going to really worry about. That's 6 months away. I don't know. That's actually the first thing I wanted to talk about, because everyone is asking me, like, that was like the most popular question I got today was, what are your thoughts on COD 4 being remastered? I want to talk about that, but not in the way you might think I'm going to talk about it. So, I don't know. COD 4 being remastered. Hope they don't screw it up, but it'll be good. I liked Call of Duty 4. It was the first Call of Duty I ever played, so it should be fun. But the thing I want to talk about is how weird we have it as human beings. Black Ops 3, okay, is in my opinion the best COD ever released, and I know that's a bold statement. But it's been my favorite COD so far. I love the multiplayer as much as I play it. It's pretty balanced. It's unique. And Zombies has been my favorite set yet, honestly. Black Ops 2 is going to be really close. I don't know, honestly. The thing with Black Ops 2 is the Zombies wasn't all that great for me. Like Mob of the Dead and Origins was great, but a lot of the Zombies I didn't like with Black Ops 2. What I'm getting at is Black Ops 3 is a really good game. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how much you like it. It's a good game. It's such a full package. And we are so programmed as people to look to the future and not enjoy what we have. It is so prevalent in like consumerism. It's like iPhone 6, iPhone 7, the next iPhone or whatever. We're so to the point where we gotta have the next thing. And I realized yesterday, everyone was talking, oh my god, Call of Duty 4, it's coming back, Call of Duty Infinite. I'm like, guys, that's 6 months away. It doesn't matter. It does not matter right now. It does not matter. Like, yeah, I know you can be excited for it, but it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. It's a game. It's a game, and what's the point of the game is you play it, and you can't play it yet. So why are we so concerned about it? Why is this such a pressing thing of Call of Duty? We have an amazing game right here. Black Ops 3 is phenomenal, and it might be like the last amazing thing from Treyarch because David Vonner is leaving. Now, I mean, that's just one part of a huge network of people that make Black Ops 3, so that's kind of unfair to say to those other people. But, you know, I don't know. It could change a lot, you know? Hierarchy high up there. But what I'm saying is Black Ops 3 is good. We don't know. Maybe it won't be the next one won't be as good. We don't know. But we have a really good game right now, and we need to appreciate it. And I just hate how everyone is. It's everything. It's like the next this, the next this, the next this, the next this, the next this. It's what about right now, man? Because if you think about it, if you just keep saying the next, eventually that next is going to be ultimately like way down the road as you dying, and then you spent your entire time not appreciating anything that you have because you're always looking for the next thing. And once you get that next thing, you're just, what's the next thing, right? It's like people are, I don't know, I just don't think we should be, you know, I don't think another game that we can't play it should make us more happy than the game we have. And I don't know, there's probably like a deeper root to that. And, you know, people are going to say, oh, I don't like Black Ops 3, it's shit, and the next COD's going to be better. But trust me, like, from a person who's been playing Call of Duty since COD 4, but really started getting into World at War, the current COD has always been shit. You know, if it's the current COD, everyone hates it. And it's always been that way since Modern Warfare, which is ironic because when Call of Duty 4 was out, everybody hated it. What was the biggest things was there was a perk like martyrdom that when you died you drop a grenade, and the grenades were like heat seeking. It was really greasy. The other thing was triple frag, times 3 frag. So you get 3 grenades, and these grenades were also like heat seeking. So it would just be like a free airstrike. Like, it was ridiculously unbalanced. I mean, you just like spawn traps, and you know, COD's come a long way, and people hated Call of Duty 4 when it was out. They really did. It caught to people that are saying Black Ops 3 is shit. There's this same kind of idea was Call of Duty 4. But now we're like, oh my god, Call of Duty 4, because it's the next thing, and then we'll get it, and it'll be awesome, and then it's gonna be shit. And, you know, again, you don't appreciate what you have until it's over. And then, you know, Black Ops 2 was a great game. At the time, everyone hated it. Modern Warfare 2, I don't know, I still hate that game. I loved it, but I hated it. Modern Warfare 2 was just a game of savagery. There was the wild, wild west back then. It's a lot of fun when you were doing good. But, I don't know. I just think we should enjoy Black Ops 3 because next COD might not have zombies. Probably not going to have zombies. And, I mean, I don't know. If you want me to talk about our COD zombies and why I'm off of it, and I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't even know what I want to say about that. It's not like I have a statement like, why are you off COD zombies? I don't know. It kind of comes back to that thing of people looking at you like you're not a human being. When you go into a conversation trying to be a human being, and then people just say like, oh, screw you, I know exactly what you're about, and you're like, you don't know me at all. I don't like parts of the COD Reddit, basically just because, okay, so here's the deal. This is what happened. I will explain myself. Okay, so I made a video talking about why I don't like microtransactions in Call of Duty. And in that video, I said, what did I say? I said, I don't like microtransactions. I'm scared they're going to break zombies. And that was kind of it. I really just said I don't like it. I said I don't like this, and I speculated, and I was scared, and that was just like a prediction video. And the problem with that, again, is when you say something on the internet, people kind of take it to the extreme easily. And I should have known better, and I was being stupid. So that, by making that video, people put me on the side of this guy absolutely hates microtransactions and he doesn't want anything to do with them and he's boycotting them now. That's what people put me on. T black market blackout. And then when I did a gobblegum opening video because I have to get them because it's part of my channel and having Perkaholics help, people said, "You hypocrite, why? You said you don't like it, but you bought it." And, you know, okay, you could say absolutely, you know, like, you know, yeah, you're a hypocrite. You said you don't like this, and then you supported it by buying 1,000 liquid diviniums. I said, yeah, you're absolutely right. I guess that is hypocritical. And I'm completely okay with that. Like, that is technically hypocritical. But the argument I'll make to that is we are all hypocrites in some form or another. For example, there's probably a lot of you out there that don't like sweatshops. I don't think anyone is in agreement that sweatshops are a good thing, that people have to work 12 hours a day for 18 cents. But there's probably a lot of people out there that wear Nike shoes that also don't like sweatshops. So, I mean, yeah, you know, you don't have, like, I don't like liquid divinium and I don't think it's a good system, but it's what we have and I'm gonna deal with it. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was the idea of just, you know, I don't know. People just think because you're like this entity that you're not a person, and it's like, well, if he thinks this, he has to stand up to this idea. I mean, like, half of the stuff I say on the internet, like 90% of the stuff I say, I don't even know if I mean. I mean, I've made videos where I say one thing, and then in another video I say the exact opposite thing. And does that make me a hypocrite? No, it means I'm a human being. Because, like, let me put it this way, okay? If you had a really bad day, right, compared to, like, the best day ever, like the girl that you've had a crush on, like, just came up to you and said, you are awesome, and, like, kissed you and, like, gave you her number. I mean, that'd be a little bit weird, but, like, I don't know, a girl that you're super into just, like, started flirting with you and you got her number. Say, really good day, you know, a bunch of other stuff went awesome. You just had a really solid day, whatever makes you happy. Versus a day where, like, I don't know, you just had a real crap day, you know, whatever makes you have a crap day. You're not the same person after those two experiences. If you have a bad day and a good day, you're not the same person. You're really not. I mean, you're seeing the world through a different lens because you've got the weight of what just happened behind you, right? So if you had a really bad day, I mean, the world, it kind of looks a little bit worse to you than when the world looks a little bit bad, right? So, I mean, you know, with different things. Like, how was your day? Oh, it was terrible. The next day, it was great. Well, yesterday you said it was terrible. Why are you going off against your word, right? What I'm saying is we see things differently different days of the week. And, you know, sometimes I'm like, I really don't like the HG40. And then I'm like, actually, yeah, it's good. But, you know, I don't know. I just think people went off on, I don't know. I just, like, I go on Reddit as a person, you know, not as like, oh, this is the Smith Plays. And I just feel like that mindset was wrong because I went on there and I'm like, oh, like, you know, I just want to talk to people like normally. And then everyone's like, no, fuck you, you hypocrite. Like, I can't believe, lost all respect for you. And it's like, dude, like, it's not even that big a deal. Like, this Reddit isn't even about, like, banning COD points. This is about a zombies Reddit. And I came here to talk about zombies and everyone's mad at me about a multiplayer. Like, I don't know, man. I understand that people are upset, but I don't know. I left because I was getting too much negativity. People would just say fuck you because, I don't know. People like to say fuck you. And I get a lot of fuck yous every single day. But like I said, on Reddit, it's just coming from a real human being. And it hits harder, man. It hits hard when it's on Reddit because it's a real human being. Whereas if someone on YouTube comments, I mean, there's already been someone who's like fuck you, idiot. Like, you're just a YouTube account. Like, you're not even, it's not like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know what it is, but it's just like, I'm so, like, trained to deal with trolls on YouTube. It's like, you're just a troll. Like, you're just an account there. And Reddit, you're just an account. But for some reason, I feel like Reddit, if you're on Reddit and you're posting on Reddit, you're a little bit more, like, rational. But then again, Reddit, I don't know. Reddit likes to take an idea and go with it. I don't know. Anyways, I just figured it was for the best that I just leave. And then, like, a couple days later, actually, someone posted my Zetsubo no Cena video, and a really positive response. But it also got, like, a really negative response. I don't know. I just figured it was probably best that I leave before, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Someone just said, fuck you, idiot. Like, water under the bridge, but I don't care. Like I said, it's a good spot if you're a zombies player, but I don't think it's good, at least for me, to go on, because it's I mean, there's some people that are super nice there to me, but there's a lot of people that aren't, and I don't need that. Like, why? I'm not gonna focus my attention on people, like on a group of people that are rude. So you know, it's whatever. I don't care. I'll be back. I've already been back. I checked it the other day. I got to sneak on. I saw a nice post about me, so I checked it out. But you know, it's whatever. Like I got no bad vibes. I see. It's just for me as a person. I don't need to put that into my life. So yeah. I love you, idiots. So see, I don't know. Do you love me or am I an idiot? Or do you love the fact? Do you love my idiot? Do you love me and it's just the fact that I'm an idiot? I don't know, but you know, needs to be more positive vibes. Yeah, you know, like it's like I could spend my time on Reddit defending myself against people that don't like me, or reply to people on Twitter that do like me, you know, and like give back to the people that made you know where you are. I mean, replying on Twitter or favoriting Twitter is not a lot, but you know, it's cool. It's cool. So yeah. I'm off the Reddit for a bit, but I stalk it. Like, I do check it just because there's a lot of really good information as a zombies player. Just not for me. Anyways, I've kind of answered like 2 questions, but you know, the thing with Q&As is you always get the exact same questions over and over, like, what got you into zombies? What's your favorite map? What's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? Do you have a girlfriend? You know, all that kind of stuff. And I don't know. For me, it's just kind of, I want to just go deep and just talk about stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, it's like it's just that. What is the point of this podcast? The point is that this podcast is for you to be able to listen to this and play video games and just have a background information, or just learn something, or just be a positive. There you go. A long form positive influence on the world. I think that if I had to make the podcast in one sentence, it would be a long form of long tail form of media, like long in length form of media, designed to give people, the world, a marginally increased positive experience on the world. That's what the podcast is. I don't know. Just there you go. There's a thing. All right, I have a whole bunch of questions. I don't know what I want to go. Who is your favorite YouTuber right now? See, I actually like that question because I don't really watch a lot of YouTubers. So I don't really watch YouTubers, but I like to watch people, if that makes sense. You know, if I was to be really honest, the YouTuber that I appreciate the most, I've said this before, is Lex, man. I really admire Lex's content, and I don't say that about a lot of YouTubers, but he's just, I don't know, I said this before, and I hate to go like on and on about this. I really just, the energy he puts out in his videos is just, it's unlike any other YouTuber. It's very genuine, and it's very much his own thing. And that is really cool about what he's doing. Plus, the dude is blowing up, and it's awesome to see. Because, like I said, he absolutely deserves it. And he does zombies, but zombies like no one does zombies. No one does zombies like Lex. You know, it's his own take. He's not typical. I don't know. I really like Lex's content. But is he my favorite YouTuber? I don't know. I think he's the YouTuber that I appreciate their content the most. Who's someone else that's really cool? Man, I don't even know. Like I think Markiplier is a really cool guy, but I don't watch his videos. I really don't watch a lot of videos. I'm going through my subscriptions, and I don't watch any of these YouTubers. Jimothy. I love Jimothy. I think Jimothy is hilarious. Jimothy is one of those guys that is he's just so funny, man. Jimothy is just a hilarious guy. Philip DeFranco, I do watch him a bit. Honestly, I think Philip DeFranco is still so good, man. Boogie2998, love Boogie. Actually met him, super nice guy. So yeah, I don't know. Lex is awesome. Boogie's awesome. Philip DeFranco. But the only people I really watch, honestly, is like Philip DeFranco and like Jimothy. And I'll watch a Lex video just to see what he's up to and maybe grab some inspiration. Because like I said, the power, man. The power that kid is putting out is unrivaled. And it's so unique. I honestly, like, I've been saying this for like years, but I think Lex is just gonna blow up. Like, I mean, Lex is already blown up, but like, Lex is gonna pull like a Markiplier Jacksepticeye and have like 10 million subs in a year. Can I call that? Lex is gonna have to. I mean, that's a bold statement, but I don't know. If Lex had 10 million subscribers in 365 days, wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I would be surprised. Maybe 5 million, because 10 million, that's a lot of. That's like a million subscribers a month. I don't think that's possible. But you know, it's cool. It's cool. Do you watch any girl YouTubers? Man, I mean, like, those are the YouTubers I watch. I don't really watch any girl YouTubers. I guess not. No. Dude, am I subscribed to any female YouTubers? Okay, here's my subscriptions. It's XJaws, Woody's Gamer Tag. This is like old school, so there's like some really old YouTubers here. YouTube Twin Muscle Workout, or the Hodge Twins. Mercadurka, 2 Pro For You Games, Tim Ferriss, Syndicate Project, Piano Guys, The White Panda, The Kid Laser, Syndicate Central, Someone Who Isn't Me, Stevo, Smith Vlogs, Serial Assassin, Kwamen's Land, he does like Dragon Ball Z stuff, Psych Substance, Powerful JRE, or Joe Rogan Experience, Philip DeFranco, Peladophobian, Paige Kennedy, Only Use Me Blade, Noah J456, Mr. T Lex Fight, Mr. Dalek JD, more SmithPlays, Mr. Phantasmo, Matthew Silver, Materialismo, Markiplier, El Hugany, Leafy is here, Loff, Jordy Jordan, or Wings of Redemption, John Lejoie, Joe Sanagato, Jimbathy, Grade A Under A, FPS Russia, FPS Kyle, Dr. Little Robot, Damazetti, Bro Science Life, Boogie2998, ASAP Science, Bad Lip Reading, and Arthur Vines, and Xbox Ahoy. Those are my subscriptions. Not a single female. I'm so sexist. I never even thought about that. Dude, I don't know. Glitch, I don't even follow Glitching Queen. On my second account though, I follow the entire Zombies community. So what I'll do is I'll just check my subscriptions here. I'll tell you who I'm subscribed to on my my second account. This is just to follow the Zombies community, basically. I check here, oh, what are people up to? So, actually not the entire, but, you know, most of it anyways. We've got Codename Pizza, TheSmithPlays, Swifters, Fantastical Gamer, Chucky, Lonely Mailbox, X-Rays, JFK Gamer, MC Sports Talk, 2 Pro Few Games, Mr. T-Lex Fight, Laggin, Raffle Waffles, Noah J, and Mr. Dalek GD. That's like 90% of the Zombies community. I'm definitely missing some people, but those are the people that, I don't know, I just want to follow, see what they're up to, basically. So yeah, that's most of it. That is most of it. Yeah, there you go. I would say the only female person I follow was probably Sniper Wolf, because I don't know, I follow her on Twitter and she seems like an interesting person. Vanos, no, don't. Oh, I don't think Roxling End is in that. I'm gonna have to throw him in. Yeah, you guys are right. I'm gonna do that right now because that's true. Man, okay, so I want to talk about something that, like, as I do this, is something that's really been on my mind lately, and that is life. And I have 3 talking points here. You probably can't even see it, but one of my talking points is, what is life even about? Which is a really big question. I don't think, I think life is whatever you want to make it, but I'm gonna subscribe to the relaxing end. There we go. Nice. All right. Cool. Anyways, when I went to Toronto, this was a couple days ago, I had a really interesting experience because I had like all these people that were from Toronto. There was okay, so I should really back up. I'm like doing some stuff right now. All right, I'm just adding some people into this list because I missed some people. But there we go. Anyways, so a couple days ago, I went to the YouTuber Toronto, the Toronto YouTube space. So there's like a studio in Toronto now. If you're a YouTuber, you can go and like record stuff. You don't even need to be a big YouTuber. You can have like 10,000 subscribers. You can go and like do your thing. And it's cool, right? It's you're out there. You do you. So I got invited to go to that to get my gold my gold play button. There's a vlog on my channel called like the Super Secret Trip if you want to check it out. So I went to Toronto, And I was there, and like I said, it was basically just YouTubers from Toronto. And, you know, everyone just assumed everyone was from Toronto. So people would say, like, oh, so where are you from in Toronto? I'd be like, I'm from, like, the East Coast. I'm from Canada, or Nova Scotia. And everyone would be like, you're from Nova Scotia? Like, why are you in Nova Scotia? Like, why? You can't make YouTube videos in Nova Scotia. Like, what are you doing in Nova Scotia? You know, why are you in Toronto? Like, why? Like, Toronto's the place to be if you're a Canadian YouTuber. And I'm like, what? Like, I make gaming videos. Like, I could make videos from a boat. I could make gaming videos from Pohnpei, Zetsubonoshima if I had a good enough internet connection. All I need is, like, the stuff that's on this table and an internet connection. And I'm good to make my videos. And it's like, well, there's, like, more resources here and stuff, and there's more YouTubers. I'm like, man, like, why would I, like, I don't want to leave, like, my entire, like, friends and family and girlfriend and, like, everything I have in my life here just so I could, like, not even make better content, but just, like, I don't know. But it got me thinking, because, like I said, people just asking me, like, why are you in Nova Scotia? Like, why do you live here? Like, why don't you live there? You know? But actually, like, thinking about, like, making a move to, like, you know, go, like, to LA, to, like, just not, like, long term, but just, like, you know, back and forth kind of thing. And it's just kind of the thing of, like, I don't know, like, why would I want to? I mean, work doesn't require me to, so I wouldn't want to. But I feel like the idea is, people were saying is, like, well, you're, like, doing successful on YouTube, but you should continue that success above anything else, right? People would, like, look at you kind of like, you know, someone even said, like, oh yeah, dude, like, you should, like, keep going with your dreams and, like, you know, continue on, like, you know, to the top. And like, that's something that I think a lot of people would say, you know, like pursue your dreams to the fullest, right? You know, go to Toronto to live for your career. And I'm like, no, man, I don't think that's what it is at all. Like, that's not what it's about at all. I really don't, like, think that's what I want to do, right? For me, like I said, I can do YouTube anywhere as I want. So I don't really need to go anywhere. But to follow a career path, you know, to the 100%, to the point where you leave your family and friends and anyone else in your life, just seems a little bit stupid, because you're gonna follow it and follow it and follow it and follow it and follow it, and then what are you gonna have? It's kind of like getting a booger on your nose, right? You're really reaching for that sucker, you get it, and now you have a booger on your nose. You know, you got it, like, congratulations, you got it, but, you know, like, what? I don't know, that's probably not really a good representation, but it's like, it's kind of the same thing as, like, looking towards Black Ops 3. It's like you're going for this thing, and then you get there, and it's like, okay, well, now what? Like, it's like, for the money, for the fame, like, get out of here. That's ridiculous. That's stupid stuff. That's non-important stuff. And I don't know, it really got me thinking, like, what I want in life. And, like, I want YouTube to go as far as it possibly can, and I want to be, you know, like, the best YouTuber that I can be, but I don't want to, like, abandon my entire life for it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yes, it's something awesome, and I like YouTube, but I don't, it doesn't make sense to do that. I don't know. It's one of those interesting things, right? Family's there for you at the end of the day. Yeah, exactly. And it's just something that, well, what would it accomplish? Okay, you get all this money, right? Money is the thing everybody wants. Everyone wants money, and money is awesome because it makes you not have to worry about stuff, and you can buy stuff with it. You go out. You don't have to be like, should I buy a smoothie from Booster Juice because it's like $6? I mean, that's been my experience with money, is now I don't have to worry about if I want to buy a thing from Booster Juice. From my YouTube money, that's been the change from being a YouTuber. For me, is I've been like, I used to be like, I don't know if I should buy that. It seems like a waste of money. Now I'm like, if I want a smoothie, $6 smoothie, I'll be like, I'll buy that smoothie, I think. But, you know, what I'm saying is, I don't know. Money is just, should be a thing on the side. YouTube is what I love to do, right? YouTube is the fun thing that I love to do, but YouTube is, I don't know. YouTube is awesome, but even YouTube, I don't think I'd want to leave all my entire life for. So, I don't know. YouTube money solo. That was the other thing. Someone was like, or play and get dark matter. Well, dark matter is I would give up my life for dark matter. Yeah, definitely. I would break up with my girlfriend for dark matter. Nah. Everyone was asking about my girlfriend. I don't know. That's one of those things. It's like, just one of those things, man. I don't know. I like my girlfriend, but I just don't think. I think it's like the same as my friends, though. Like, I don't really incorporate my friends into my YouTube channel. I just like to keep things separated. I don't know. I've thought about like maybe eventually in the future doing a podcast with my girlfriend or one of my parents maybe, and some of my friends actually I've even thought about. But it's just one of those things that it's a tricky thing. I don't like integrating all that stuff into my life. But like I said, there's some people I might do about it with. That hair's on point today. That means a lot to me, man. I really styled it today. You know, I really appreciate that. Isn't that nice? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. I don't know. That's it. A girlfriend. See, that's the thing. I do want to talk about girlfriends in being on the internet because I feel like that's something that people are so interested about. There's nothing. Look at this. So you do have a girlfriend. Can we get a girlfriend reveal? You know, who's your girlfriend? You know, people are so interested in that kind of stuff, and it's cool. But I mean, what is it with the girlfriend that is so prevalent? Is it? Okay, that's a stupid question. It's because we're guys and we want to see if Pat has a hot girlfriend or not. Well, she's a 10. Thank you very much. And she's also super awesome. And if you're watching this, hey, but I don't think you're watching this because that'd be weird if she was watching this. But yeah, I don't know. It's just weird how, you know, I guess I shouldn't even say it's weird how people are so interested in girlfriend because it's just like, you know, is she hot? Is she cool? Like, whatever, you know. But that's the other one is the virgin thing. That's the question I get so much is, are you a virgin? It's like, no. No. Yeah, people. All right, how did you meet your girlfriend or where did you go on your first date? Okay, I will answer that because there you go. People were interested. I met my girlfriend at a really scuzzy bar and we went to coffee, and that was it. That was it. There you go. That's all you get. That's all you get. Is your girlfriend Mr. T-Lexified? No, he's more like a side bae. I'm kidding. That's the other thing. Is someone asked, is Lex your best friend? And I said like, no. Like, I mean, Lex is someone I've known for a while, and he's my best friend on YouTube by far. And I think Lex is an awesome guy. But you know, I mean, I've had friends since like I've been like 5 years old with. You know, you don't pass that. But Lex is cool. Yes, he's one of those. We want to see if she's hot. Trust me, she's a babe, man. She actually is. She's pretty hot, I would say. I think she's hot. Mine are dank. Dude, speaking of dank, completely side noted. You met her at a bar, so she must be gross. No, dude. Bars that's where you meet the chicks, man. When you get 19, 20 years old and you're in college, it's where you meet all the babes. But not usually you're not thinking you want to. If you meet a girl at a real scuzzy bar, you're not usually looking to have a long-term relationship with them. You're usually looking for something a little bit more fleeting. But, you know, sometimes random things happen. It's one of those things that it's just like, I can't even believe I met this person at a bar. But, anyways, maybe someday. Maybe someday I'll get her on the podcast or we'll play zombies or something. I think Noah does that with his girlfriend. He's done zombies a few times. But, oh, God, I don't know. That'd be weird. I got some more questions. Oh, by the way, who asked me a question? At Chak_03 asked the whole who's your favorite YouTuber question. Was there another person? What's your plans for summer with YouTube? That's an interesting question, man. I don't know why, but there's been actually, before I jump into this and go on an hour tangent, at Derek Davidson 99 asks, "What's your plans for summer with YouTube?" And that's an interesting question because I don't know, but I've changed my views on YouTube over the last couple of weeks, and it's been a very interesting transition where I've been like, hey, this is my thing. This is my job now. and this is my only job. Last summer, I still had a job, and I was kind of taking it. I had 200, 300, 400, 5. Actually, I ended up like with 500,000 subscribers by the end of last summer. But I just kind of took it at my time, and it was this is my thing, but it wasn't my only thing. And now YouTube is my only thing. I've done college for at least this semester. We'll see what our plans in September are. But kind of taking it one step at a time with the whole college thing. But I think that this is the first time I've ever really had my sole focus, my sole attention span put into YouTube. And I'm really interested to see how this goes. Now, so it was April 13th. I came back and I started kind of the setup, and I've been here. And it was kind of like a quick thing where I'm here now, and we can just kind of go with it. Does that make sense? It was like, I'm here, and we can go with it, and it's just kind of coming back from school, continuing on. And then the DLC came out, and that DLC day is like just madness. I mean, I woke up at 3 a.m. and I didn't go to bed till 2 a.m. the next morning. So basically, probably 20 hours of YouTube in one day. It was a lot. You gotta grind for those DLC days, but it's worth it because I had 1 million subscribers that day. It was cool. So that all goes through, and whatever. And then I had to get ready because I went to Toronto a couple days ago, and now I came back, and now I'm going on another trip. Monday. Going on a vacation Monday. I'm gone for a week. So I will have videos for you. But tomorrow will be the last day I stream because I got to get ready for that. So I'm going to be in Cognito. I was going to say in the area, but I'm not going to say where I'm going because they're going to keep it a secret for now. I'm going to be away. So it's like all this stuff. But once I come back, that's going to be when it's really, okay, we're full into this now. And it's really interesting to just kind of be, all right, this is like what I'm going, this is the main focus of my outputs. I don't want to say the main focus of my life, but the main focus of my working part of my life, right? I mean, we all work, everybody works. If you're a student or you have a job or some sort of creative thing, which is YouTube for me, this is like the full thing that we're going into now is YouTube. That's what I gotta do. So I really gotta gear up is what I'm saying. I really gotta gear up because, I still sometimes like to look at myself as that YouTuber with 1,000 subscribers, and I'll be like, do I really need to throw an outro to the end of this video? That's too much work. I'm good. It's the same habits I had 3 years ago. And I think, man, I got 1 million people follow this. I should probably take this more serious. And I mean, it's not that I don't work hard, but it's those little things that I don't concern myself with that. I concern about making a good video, but it's those little things like write links in the description and write tags and all that stuff. I don't really like think about that. And I've been trying to work on my thumbnails too. And it's just those little things you don't really think about. And it's now that I can focus all my attention on this and not have to worry about school, it's nice to just be like, okay, I have the time where I can throw an outro at the end of the video and let that outro link to another video, and just those little things. And it's awesome just to be able to kind of focus solely on the YouTube stuff. But that's not gonna be my only focus. I think I'm gonna go hard on the exercise. And this is my really big awakening I've had, is that I need to take care of my body. I mean, I take care of my body, but you really need to take care of your body if you want to be doing something with your full effort. It doesn't matter if you're a student. God, being a student, that's like a joke. That's like the stereotype is that students just aren't healthy. Students are like the most unhealthy, unorganized people oftentimes because it's just so hectic. But what I am saying is that with YouTube, I realize if I want to do the best, and I do want to do the best, I want to put my best foot forward, I need to take care of myself so that I can have the best mind and the best mental effort that I could put into YouTube. And that starts with a good base. And for human beings, as you and I are, that starts with a healthy body, okay? The body is just your meat wagon. That's how I like to look at your body. It's your meat wagon, right? It's your car, okay? It's not the driver in the car. Your body is the car. And I mean, it depends on your religious beliefs, but we can step back from spirituality for a second and just say the meat wagon. This is the meat wagon right here. This is what carries around the consciousness. It doesn't matter if you think that it's like a soul or you just think that it's like brain chemicals in your head. There's a consciousness here, right? And that consciousness is supported by this meat wagon. This is the car, right? This is the car that we're driving. We're walking around in this walking meat wagon kind of a thing. And if you were to drive around in your car and you took really bad care of it, right? You just kind of were trash with it. You just salt on it in the wintertime if you're in Canada, and you just didn't fix it, and you put really terrible fuel in it that made it vomit, and you just didn't treat your car well. It doesn't matter how good the driver is, right? It doesn't matter how sharp the driver is because the functions aren't there, right? So you could have someone operating the meat wagon or the car, right, that is really, really smart or a really, really good driver, but if you put them in a really bad body, they're not going to function at their best. So if you're overweight, or you have an addiction to some sort of chemical dependency, or you're something, if you don't take care of the body, the vehicle, then it's just not going to work, right? The wiring is just not going to get through your brain quick enough for you to think and do stuff. So that's kind of been the way I've been looking at it. Is I need to keep my meat wagon healthy. So I've just been trying to eat healthier, exercise more, which is something I've always been saying. A year ago I said it. I've been pretty good with exercise. I'm in decent shape until I broke my wrist. But the big thing for me has been is food. Because we look at food as such a weird way, people, right? We look at food as though it's this thing, right? As, I'll just have a piece of cake, okay? I'm gonna talk about a piece of cake for a second, or just anything that's sugary, piece of cake, ice cream, a brownie, a gummy bear, anything like that, okay? So you're gonna say, so the rationale behind someone eating a piece of cake is, I'm just gonna have a piece of cake because I really like cake. And I mean, I'm not saying like I'm not gonna ever eat cake again because that seems a little ridiculous, but I'm trying to look at this from a different perspective because it's good to just take a step back. Like I said, I'm gonna have a piece of cake. Why am I eating this cake? It doesn't really power the meat wagon. It just makes the meat wagon tired. It just makes you sluggish and I don't feel good. It makes you fat eventually, and then the meat wagon really stops working bad, and just not short-term or long-term good to put that in your meat wagon. So you eat it because it tastes good. Okay, cake tastes good. That's fine, and I like cake. I appreciate cake. But all that really is just mouth pleasure. You're just giving yourself a pleasure, right? You're just giving yourself some form of pleasure, right? It's just mouth pleasure, right? So like, it's the same as if you gave yourself a drug. It's just a really short-term, quick-acting drug that makes you feel better. Piece of cake. It's bad for you, and it makes you feel good. It's a negative drug. It's not a good drug for you, but it is a drug. It really is, and people get addicted to that kind of stuff, and it makes them feel better. I'm not saying you can't eat cake, but what I am saying is you got to think about it in the sense that cake is. We think, which food should I eat? While many think, will I have food to eat? Messed up. That's actually a really good point. Yeah. We have like an overabundance of food, right? And with that food, I don't know. It's just kind of something you got to think. Okay, why do I want to eat this? And and sometimes I'll say I want to eat this because it tastes good, but a lot of the time you just got to think. Okay, maybe I need to control. It's more about controlling your impulses. Just having control about myself. That's like what I've been into. Is just discipline. Discipline is really good. And I found at school I didn't have discipline. It was just bad. Meal hall is bad, and drinking is bad for you, and I exercise a lot, so that's not really a thing. I was disciplined with that, and I was disciplined with YouTube, not going to class as much as I should have because I was trying to focus on YouTube, which is not an excuse at all. You should go to class regardless. So for me, it's just something that's just trying to work on myself. I think that's what everyone should do. Just I don't know, work on yourself, man. And for me, it's just discipline. I think I want to get on more yoga. Something else I want to do. So there you go, Derek Davidson. My plans for the summer is working on me, making my meat wagon healthier. What are your religious beliefs and views? Do I want to answer that question? Con and Mart 711. I think I have very different views from the average person, and I don't think. See, I have good views and bad views about religion and stuff. If you know what, I'll be completely honest with my thoughts on religion because this is the podcast and I'm being genuine. I think there's aspects of religion that are good. I think for the most part, religion was kind of a way for people to manipulate people a really long time ago, and I don't think that we should hold on to things from 2,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago, you could beat your wife. I don't think that's a good idea. And I think a lot of religion isn't good either. But I think the spirituality aspect of religion is good. So I don't want to call any religion out because I just don't think any of them are overly. I don't want to say they're bad though, because if they help you, then that's fine. But I think there's a lot of stuff about religion that I don't like. But I do like the spirituality aspect of it. There's a really good quote, and it basically says, from the cup of science, right? The cup of science, the first drink you take from the cup of science will make you an atheist. So you're gonna say, I don't believe in God, right? You're gonna, you can believe in God and this is that. And then once you go to science basically says rationalize things, have proof for stuff, why this happens. Don't just say, I believe in this because I believe in this and I have zero proof and no actual reason to believe in this. You question things. So when you start to question things, you say, okay, well, that really doesn't make a lot of sense that there's, a God and heaven or whatever religion, because there's a bunch of religions. And, beyond that, you should do all this stuff. You say, that doesn't make any sense. I don't believe that. I think that we're just, science will say we're just cells and we're just biological functions, right? But can I get the full quote? Atheist glass of science quote. Because it is a powerful quote that really, really hit home with me. So the first gulp from the glass of natural sciences will make you an atheist, but at the bottom of the glass, God is waiting for you. And I think that is super, super powerful, right? Because like I said, at first, if you go into science, you're going to say, well, if I'm going to look at things rationally, that doesn't make any sense. But then the further you go into science, the further you question things, you're going to get to the point where you say, okay, I'm a, a meat wagon, if we really want to go back to that. I'm a meat wagon but there's no proof for the Earth being created by a Big Bang. Exactly. And I don't know about that either, right? And I'm not saying, like I said, that's why I'm saying I don't agree with atheists either, because both assume that which I don't really think is fair to say. But what I'm getting back to is the point at the end of it, right? You say, oh, I don't believe in God. And then you drink the whole glass, and at the bottom, God is waiting for you. Not the God that we have socially constructed through religion, but some sort of God. Because if you ask yourself, you say, hey, and like I said, this is just the perspective of one person. I don't know what I'm talking about. But, you see one side of it, right? You say, okay, let's think about this. We are this meat wagon on this rock in the middle of what is nothing. There's nothing forever. There's like a couple other rocks, but beyond Earth is basically pretty much 99.999 to the 10 million repeating nothing. It's just kind of empty space, and then there's some mass and stuff like that, right? But there's basically nothing in there. So I let the chat get to me. I saw a guy and I was like, I don't like that guy, so I'm gonna time him out. But anyways, I shouldn't have done that. That made me lose my train of thought. Damn it, I'll give into the negativity. I don't know. What I'm saying is if you, like I said, if you just start to question what is the idea of where you are, and the fact that anything of this exists at all, not the fact that you have like phones and stuff, but a deeper idea of that like reality exists at all, that you can even like perceive anything, and then the further fact that we have all this like society and like the fact that there's the same stuff that makes suns, right? So the rock, okay? A rock. You take a rock, and a rock is made out of a bunch of elements, and those elements are made out of atoms. Well, those same atoms that make up that rock make up me, and make up you, and make up brains that are capable of thinking about themselves. All I'm getting at is that is the most random thing ever, and if you think that just happened, I don't know. Maybe it did just happen, but that just seems ridiculous. The whole universe just seems like there's some sort of higher power, or the universe is a higher power. I don't know, but I don't think. I think that there's something out there. I think that there's more than meets the eye, and that I think that what we can see, we're like the iceberg, right? What we can see and perceive, I feel like we're the iceberg, and there's a lot more that we just can't perceive. Maybe we just don't have the senses to perceive, or we just don't have it. But I don't know. I just think there's more. And yeah, like I said, to end on that quote, the first scope from glass of natural sciences will make you an atheist, but at the bottom of the glass, God, depending what your interpretation of God is waiting for you. That's Werner Heisenberg, who is the dude that Heisenberg from Breaking Bad, Walter White. That's where he got his Heisenberg name from. Fun fact, random, just toss it out here, but the reason why he called himself Heisenberg is because the Heisenberg guy came up with the ideas of like, I'm pretty sure he came up with the ideas of like atoms or something with atoms, that they're like always there, they're unpredictable, they're constantly moving, and you can sometimes see them and you sometimes can't. And basically that they're just super unpredictable, and that kind of portrays Walter White's character in that movie or that show, because he's super unpredictable and he's all over the place. So, whatever. Yeah. That's what happens when you start talking about religion, because everyone has their own beliefs and you just can't. But there you go. There's my religious beliefs. I believe that we have no idea what's going on, and that there's something more than us. That's about as far as I think. What are your religious beliefs and views? There you go. Thank you, Connor Mart. How much time we got? Because this is really fun. I really like sitting down with you guys and chatting. Okay, we got some time. Why do beautiful people think they're ugly? Because it pisses me off. I don't think all beautiful people think they're ugly. I think there's some people that are just really insecure. I think people let the whole... I'm going to say on girls' behalf, because I don't really know for guys, but for girls, I mean, girls think that fashion trends, that this is... So, okay. How do I say this? Girls, okay, so there's an idea that is going out there that's probably pushed and propagated through like the media and just a whole bunch of sources, that we are... Okay, how do I even say this? Like, basically, I'm saying, I don't want to say like the media, but it is a lot of media. It's all about that ego. Ooh. It's all about ego. Yeah. Yes and no. Okay, so like I said, who determines what is attractive or not, right? Well, if you ask a girl, right? If you ask a girl what is attractive, like what makes a girl attractive, a lot of girls will say that I think that what I see in a magazine, or what I see as models, or what's put out through movies and stuff, that's attractive, right? So a girl that's very thin and has very pronounced collarbones and is pretty and is just very thin, typically. And that idea is not pushed through by guys. That idea is often pushed through, like I said, through like media. Modeling agency is a perfectly good thing, where models are shown that this is how models are designed to make clothes look good, right? So if you look thin, you make that clothes look good or whatever. So with models, for some reason, it's gotten backwards that girls think that they want to look like models because that's what the idea is, that girls think that models are what is attractive, right? But the problem is that who determines what's attractive? Well, it's someone that is attracted to you. So I'm going to speak in very vague terms here because not every guy is attracted to girls, but not every girl is attracted to guys. But for the most part, guys are the people that find girls attractive, okay? In pretty vague terms. The biggest portion of people that find girls attractive would be guys. I think we're safe to say, without hurting the PC political correctness train here. Okay, yep, guys are the number one group of people that find girls attractive, right? And guys don't determine magazines. They don't determine hot girls in magazines. They don't determine models, right? The straight guys that, I don't determine all this media stuff. We as guys, like you guys in the chat, none of us determine that. We don't determine that. But girls look at that as though that's the thing. When really guys don't like that. Guys don't find that attractive. And that's really like long way around it. I think that's why girls think that they're unattractive when they are, is that they look at models, which is not what guys find attractive. And by my definition, I would say attractive is beauty. Kind of beauty. Attractive is good looking. If you're attractive, like if I find you attractive, it's probably because there's something about you that I find good looking on you. And models are not very attractive. They're pretty, but guys like that ass, right? Guys like boobs. They like a little meat on the meat wagon, right? A girl that's like super thin is just like, I don't know, it's just not very attractive to me. I don't like it. Like a girl that's like really, really thin. No, you need that booty. You know what I'm saying? You need that booty. So I think the problem is that girls are looking at the wrong way of what's attractive. Because I think there's like, but what is booty? I don't know. Redheads, blondes, or brunettes? Oh, it's all good, man. It depends. I mean, there's very attractive redheads out there, but I would say blondes are very attractive too. But also brunettes. I mean, brunettes are kind of. I think brunettes are kind of like the classic attractiveness, But I don't know. Whatever. Girls are dicks. I don't know. I think you just gotta. Oh, I'm giving into the negativity again. I just did it, guys. Sorry, I gave the ban hammer down. Sometimes you just gotta be a savage like that. Ban hammer. Yeah, too thin is disgusting. Yeah, it's just not attractive, man. It's just not attractive. Smash Bro, you are attractive. Would you draw my life? Maybe someday, but I just don't think I've experienced enough life yet. Sometimes you can look past the ass, look at her face. Well, absolutely, but ass is important. It's very important. Give me a thick bitch. There you go. Yeah. Cornhub over Pornhub. Extinction or Exozombies? Extinction. I've said that before, but Extinction. You have Xbox One? I do, but I don't play it. I like tall brunettes. There you go. That's my girlfriend right there. She is a tall brunette. Or is she? I shouldn't have thrown out the girlfriend card again. People snap on it. Political views, I don't care. I will talk about religion, but I don't even want to talk about that. I like heavy metal. Not really. I like Avenged Sevenfold. I like hard rock, but I don't like heavy metal. I think the difference is I like good guitar. I like some heavy metal though, but like not like really modern. Like I would say the heaviest band that I really like is probably Black Sabbath. They're heavy, man, but they're not like heavy metal. They're just like really heavy rock. I'm just going through some of your guys' questions now. Thoughts on the future? Dude, it's all going to be virtual reality. We're going to be living in a virtual reality world. I did a virtual reality thing the other day, and I'm now convinced that that's what we're going to do. That's going to be our lives. We're just going to live in a virtual reality world. I don't know how I feel about that, but I honestly, after going to that virtual reality thing, people are gonna get addicted to that, man. It's gonna be scary. Middle Earth movies, kinda, yeah. If you mean Lord of the Rings a bit, but not super into that. Lex's best friend on YouTube, yeah. Music, I like a lot. I like rap, I like rock, I like house. I need to find new music. I've gotten into the grind of like just same music over and over, and I'm just kind of sick of it. So I've listened to it too much. I need to find a good band. I think Black Keys is going to be the band that I really get into next. I'm starting to fall into the Black Keys a bit more than just like a few songs that I knew. But the only song I really knew by Black Keys before was "Howlin' for You." But I've been listening to some of their more popular songs, and I feel like that's going to lead me down the rabbit hole of some of their other songs. Yeah. Apple or Samsung, they have different things to offer. But I have an iPhone. I'm gonna play Outlast 2. I might, even though I don't want to, but I might throw a stream or two up. Did you play an instrument growing up in the studio? Yeah, I can play guitar. The guitar's over there, but I can't play guitar. It's pretty dope. What's your opinion on Zetsubo? It's hard. Gonna go skydiving? No. Say kid backwards. Wow, that is just immature. Oh my God, there's so many. E double, I do listen to him. J. Cole, yep. Why do you only wear white shirts? Because the white V-neck is the most classic play ever. And I've said this before, but sometimes I've got people that thought I'm gay because I wear V-necks, and I've clarified this before, but it's because girls like V-necks. The girls have been told girls find V-necks attractive. So don't be afraid to wear a V-neck. There's nothing gay about it. Not that that'd be bad, but girls really find V-necks attractive on guys. At least now they do. That might not be relevant in the future, but a lot of girls I know like V-necks. And I was like, all right, then I'm gonna wear V-necks because I don't know, why not, right? And white V-necks are super cheap. Yeah, I can get like a 3-pack for like $15, so I just rock. I probably have like 5 white V-necks, probably. If it hits yourself and it hurts, are you strong or weak? I would say strong. Because it hurts, you need to have the strength to hurt yourself. But are you weak? Because no, I don't think so. Speak French. Oui. Je prends un téléphone pour les live stream. I don't know. I can't do it. Beef between you and Syndicate. Nah, me and Syndicate are all good with just like a low-key Twitter weird beef. Those girl. I need some V-necks. Yeah, dude. You do need. Hey, wearing a V-neck at the moment. Exactly. What's your opinion on Infinite Warfare? Talked about that. Dude. Have any siblings? I have 2 siblings. All right, my number, guys. I'm gonna give you my number, okay? I was gonna give it a fake number, but it's probably not a good idea. As you guys would probably all call it, and that would be savage. Someday, I'm just gonna tell you guys right now. Someday, there's gonna be a company or a restaurant or an establishment or some sort of business that really just screws me over. Not even like gives me like a bad service, but like just completely screws me over in some way. And I'm gonna take their phone number. I'm gonna put it on Twitter. I'm gonna be like, call this number and ask if it's the Krusty Krab. I'm gonna do that someday. I almost want a company to just like completely screw me over, like just kill me, like take $500 from me, like just so I have an excuse to do that, because I think that would be hilarious if I said, "Is this the Krusty Krab?" So you never know. It'd be interesting. Best way to lose weight? Don't eat bread. There you go. Don't eat bread. Cut out bread. And exercise. Do I like Tropical Hills? Yes. Kygo is awesome. Is that a weed plant behind you? Of course, yeah. It's just Canada, dude. No, I'm kidding. YouTube house in LA? Maybe. Working on it. Nationality? Canadian. Caucasian. Favorite game for zombies? I don't know. Can't say. It's too hard to say. From Quebec or not? Not. Nova Scotia. What happens to the channel? What's Black Ops 3 is over? I don't know. What do you guys think? What should happen to the channel after Black Ops 3 is over? That's going to be my last question that I'm going to ask you guys for the Q&A. Is what is going to happen to the channel after Black Ops 3 is over? What do you guys think I should do? That's just really scary. It's a really scary thing for me, honestly. I don't know what I'm going to do, and I'm really worried about my channel and the future of my life, to be completely honest with you. I think I'm going to do
There's like a light on my ceiling, and it almost looks like it's in the shape of an owl, and it's just kind of weird.
But I think I'm going to do a little bit of Black Ops 3, a lot of mods for Black Ops 3, and I need to come up with another idea. Okay. Let's see. Zombies, challenges, Minecraft, custom zombies, horror games, Black Ops 3, Minecraft. No, Minecraft is kind of, I feel like Minecraft's on the way down. What else are people saying? Custom zombies, challenges. I don't know. The next COD, it's potential. Custom zombies. I mean, I'm gonna do a lot of mods. I'm gonna do a lot of mods for zombies. But man, it's scary because it's like there's two sides to me. It's like I don't want to leave zombies completely, but at the same time, I don't want my channel to die more, right? So, like I said, mods are gonna be the future of zombies. So I'm gonna be doing mods like forever probably. But I don't know what else I'm gonna do. And like I said, I'm kind of nervous and I'm kind of scared. But I'm gonna do my best, and I'm just gonna work hard. And I think that a viewership that likes me for my personality, and I'm gonna just appeal to those people. Gonna continue to do zombies, but hopefully that those people that really like me for me and the games I play doesn't really matter so much. Assuming it's like a good game. Gonna be banking on that a lot, that people actually like me and not just zombies, because toy reviews, NHL 16, I don't know, GTA, maybe. No, well, I am half Irish, but no relations really to Ireland. You gotta block the haters, man. Become a porn star. I think the easier thing to do would just be start working with YouTubers more. Maybe like start working with Lex a lot more and just some other stuff like that maybe. But the thing is like everyone's like, oh, what should I do? And I even ask you guys, you're just gonna say, you gotta innovate. So you just gotta go with stuff. Live streaming is good for my channel. But like I said, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. And I'm nervous. But that's good to be nervous. Like this is my biggest thing is the worst thing a YouTuber can do is stop innovating. Just assume you're good and like never move forward. Because if you stop moving forward, that's where your channel dies, right? If you never move forward. Like if for the rest of my career, so let's say when Black Ops 3 came out, I didn't move to live streaming and I just kept doing like 3 or 4 part challenges and like a top 5 a week in the podcast. Like my channel wouldn't be doing near as good. I had to adapt and innovate, right? And if I had just kept doing what I'm doing forever, and I continued doing the challenges, and I was still doing challenges like I did, and then just all the way through Black Ops 3, and then Black Ops 3 ends, and then the next 2 years do that, and then Black Ops 4 comes out. You know what I mean? The channel's gonna die. You can't do that. You're just gonna get boring. I'm gonna get bored of it. So hater blockers, man. Not gonna lie. No, I can't even give you hope. I can't give you guys hope on hater blockers. Don't expect hater blockers. But, it's something that goes through my head from time to time. Something maybe to restart up once I have less content to post. Because it's a good series. It was probably one of the coolest series I've ever done. Most original series. Definitely the most original series. But, I don't know. Maybe not hater blockers, but something similar or something like that. Where it's, I don't know. Something like that. because that was a cool idea and it was less related to zombies. It was just the content. Yeah, but I kind of probably gonna start a series like that, something like that, like reacting to stuff. Anyways, we've hit the 115 mark, which means we're gonna turn into a pumpkin, so we gotta go. Just kidding, but I stole that from Joe Rogan because he says that in his videos sometimes, and I find it funny. So I wanted to say it too, so I could be like Joe Rogan because he's got a big podcast, and me too. No, I'm just kidding. This isn't a big podcast. All right, we're gonna head out, guys. So thank you for watching. It was a blast, a lot of fun. I know this was Thursday, weird time to do the podcast, but why am I doing it on Friday or Thursday? We're going to be streaming all day tomorrow. We're going to be going for around 100 tomorrow. Boom, just said it. I just dropped the mic. Oh, snap. We're out of here. Thanks for watching.